Good morning, you guys. I had to get on here and give you guys a reaction to Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 3. We basically are to the point where we actually meet up with Candy. Candy is headlining in a new play in New York. So she lets the girls know that she wants them to attend. They all are to the point where they decide they actually will attend, even Sheree. They made it into like a mini girls trip, which is great and cute. And most importantly, they're there to support Candy. She's actually in a play in New York. Um, Candy is to the point where she has, in other words, she's doing what Candy does. Everything she's touching is turned out amazing. But I did not know she had started back doing plays again. But this one really her play. She was actually starring in it. But yeah, the girls are to the point where they're enjoying themselves. Sheree is to the point where she wants to bring her boyfriend, but it's one of those things where he did just get out of jail, and I think now he's to the point where he's on I don't want to say house arrest, but he basically has a parole officer, so he said he can only go within a certain amount of miles. He can travel, but it's too close, and he don't want to chance it. That was what he said previously. But when she finally does finally settle down there, the girls are pressuring her, wondering where he is. Sheree's answer is that she was saying it under her breath, like why they stressing her about it and why they keep asking her about it. I think it's one of those things where Sheree, I ain't gonna say she ashamed of this new man, but I think she gotta understand that with her being one of the OGs, she already know how these women rock. They're gonna ask questions, and most important, they're gonna ask questions just to be shady a lot of times. I think they already know the backstory that he did get out of jail, and they should know why he probably is skeptical about coming. So I don't know why they made it an issue or felt like they had to keep asking her the same question. In typical Sheree fashion, she basically tries to shy it off and try to, change the subject. Marlo's to the point where she got a sneaky grin where she kind of knew in her mind, like she kind of know why he not coming, but she wasn't gonna say nothing. And she wasn't trying to get in it. I personally like this episode, and the main reason is because we get to see Candy in her element. Todd is to the point where he basically wants to show off his new apartment to Candy, so there was an excuse for him to tag along as well. I think this new gentleman, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a bad fit for Sheree, but I think he's gonna take Sheree through some changes that she's not ready to go through, if that makes sense. I didn't know that they actually were hiding heavy this particular season, because I know the last time when she actually was on there, she presented him, but most time he was on a phone call because he was actually incarcerated at that time. So I don't know the backstory on it, and when I do know, I will let you guys know. But something about their relationship seems off to me. At first, I thought it was just for the camera and for a storyline, but it look like she's all in. Is a real thing. I don't know if it's a real thing, meaning like she's got to post him on IG, that type of thing. Because I don't really look at her page like that. But I'm glad to see Sheree back. This new lady that they actually have, she's actually in my mind, she's Nene reincarnated, because at the end of the day, she gets the girls together. I like the fact that she would not let Drew, in other words, stay in the headspace where she felt like she could lie to her face and talk about something else. She is the type of person to get Drew together, and most importantly, she gonna make Drew address it. And if not, she's gonna tell her, "Hey, I ain't trying to hear that." Basically, what it was about is about this product that Drew is actually trying to low key promote. But when they ask her to go deep in depth about it, she plays the dumb girl role like she doesn't know. And the main thing that rubbed the new lady wrong was that the fact that she screamed at Sheree. Drew's rebuttal is that she only did that because Sheree came at her. And she said she don't understand why she bringing it up, because at the end of the day, her and Sheree squashed it. My thing, she's having another stupid girl moment, as I say, because at the end of the day, she first of all knows why the lady is bringing it to her, and most importantly, she's playing victim. Uh, That's what I'm not understanding about Drew this season. Because at the end of the day, she wants to play victim about everything. It could be the pettiest little thing. She wants to play victim about the fact that somebody, said maybe she had the wrong color on. I mean, she's real sensitive, and I think it has to do a lot with the fact that she worried about that husband of hers, whether or not he actually is cheating. And I got the answer for her. Yes, he is. That man checked out a long time ago in their relationship. I think he's more or less there, maybe for the kids, or the more I watch him, he's there just for that camera. Cause you can tell how he acts in front of that camera, baby. It's like camera action, and baby, he is an actor for real. But anyway, Miss Drew wants to play like she didn't know, and most of like she was clueless. So Miss Thing was gonna get her together, and she did. She gathered Miss Drew. Miss Drew was backed in a corner, and we already know what happened when she get back in the corner, baby. She really plays the role like she clueless. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna need Miss Drew to grow up. First of all, most importantly, she gonna need to get to the point where she got to understand that these ladies are to the point where they ain't no getting along with them anyway. So you might as well say what you got to say and be done with it. I mean, a lot of things are not to the point where they need to even be made into an argument. And most importantly, I mean, you have to say what you got to say and move on. See, Drew has a problem expressing herself. That's the way I see it. And when she do express herself, she don't make no sense. Cause I've noticed everything she says, she just talking riddles. I'd be like, huh? And I just have to scratch my head and move on to something else and hope somebody else starts to speak. Cause it sounds just like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Cause it's not making any sense when Miss Drew speaks. Don't get me wrong, she's a gorgeous woman, but when she opened her mouth, OMG. But yeah, I'm very happy for Miss Candy. Miss Candy also lets the girls know that she does have a an actual song that she made with Riley's daddy that she never released. I didn't never know that. But it is what it is, and I think she just wanted to say that, basically throw it in that girl's face and and also remind them that she is that girl. But anyway, Miss Candy is not to the point where she is backing down, letting down, and most importantly that she's sitting down. Miss Candy gonna, if she don't do nothing else, she gonna make a coin. I have to say that about her. But the girls trip takes a detour because it seems like Miss Sheree had to go and be captain. You know what? A saver. You know what? This man was basically in another part of town, so she got a Uber over there, and she was describing the building, and I guess they assume that's where he at, so she gonna pick him up. The ladies are pressuring him, so I think that's more or less why he decided to come on. I don't think he wanted to show his face, and most importantly, he probably ain't to the point where he wanted to answer no questions. I think that's the main reason why he was dragging his heels. Because at the end of the day, everybody was hyped about her showing off her man, and she was more hyped than they were. So I was like, when it was time for lights, camera, action, she decided that she couldn't go along with it. I mean, it's just something about their relationship. It seems very, very off. Now I'm gonna watch another episode and I'm gonna come to a conclusion. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is, cause I am never leave y'all hanging over him. But Real Spy High School Atlanta has changed a lot. I don't like the dynamic, but I will watch it and give y'all guys a review. And the main reason why I don't like the dynamic is, first of all, that I think it was a little shady, and most importantly, that it was a little corny. That all of a sudden now they want to give Marlo a peach. Now, don't get me wrong that I don't think that she deserved a peach. It just is what it is. I think it's one of those things where if Nene had a came back, that wouldn't even been an issue, and most importantly, it wouldn't have been on the table. I think they're trying hard to make Marlo as give her much clout and shine as they did Nene. And I think they're doing it for all the wrong reasons, try to throw in Nene's face. That's just how I look at it. Sheree is fitting in real well with the girls, but she to the point now she getting a little rusty because her comebacks used to be epic. Used to be a time when they might get on her and ask her a question, but they gonna get right back off. But Miss Sheree, mind is in a million places. She has a conversation with her daughter. It's very cut real short. It basically she's asking how she's doing, and I think her daughter really is checking up on her to make sure her mental is kind. I think that daughter knows something ain't right with that new boyfriend. But I noticed on the ride over there, she was explaining where she was. So I'm assuming that she was trying to meet up and pick him up and bring him back to where the girls are. I guess she tired of the girls pressuring her. He said he was going to make an effort to come out, so I'm thinking he did. But at the end of the day, everybody's to the point. Everybody ain't booed up. It was supposed to be just a trip to congratulate and most importantly support Candy on her venture. and Candy decided that she would bring her fellow castmates along because Ty was really pressuring her in the first place to come out there to see his apartment he had. And like Candy said, she don't want no parts of it because at the end of the day, her name ain't on nothing. Now his rebuttal on last episode was that his name ain't on this house. I was like, wow. I hope that was just for the camera and the storyline. I hope that's not true. But knowing Miss Candy, that's probably is a lot of truth to that. Because if anything, Miss Candy gonna keep a coin, and most important, she gonna protect her investments. Because if you know the backstory and you really, really follow them, just like I do, you already know this little piece of information that they not only have a prenup, and it took them a minute to get to an agreement for that prenup. So Miss Candy dotted her I's and crossed her T's. So I would never be to the point where I feel like if they did get a divorce, which I'm not saying they should, would, or I'm putting it in the atmosphere for them, Mr. Todd ain't gonna get nothing because Miss Candy don't play. But moving right along, Miss Drew pretend like she was an airhead, and the new lady, the new cast member, pretending like, hey, I ain't got time for your shenanigans. And most important, we're gonna cut this conversation short because at the end of the day, I'm getting mad about a second. She even pulled the ladies aside and told them how she felt. But I don't understand her demeanor or why she's so mad about something that happened to Sheree. Because at the end of the day, that should be between Sheree and somebody and her. And in a way, Drew was right. I mean, it's okay to take up for somebody, but she was mad like Drew had said it to her. But I think it was more one of those things too, where she was not mad per se and irate about what she did to Sheree. When it comes to Drew, she's mad because Drew is playing dumb because she said that. But she gotta understand, Drew gonna do that. That's how she roll. I've been watching her ever since she came on the Housewives, and she always has a I'm gonna use my words careful. In other words, she has a blonde girl moment. But anyway, we're gonna need Miss Sheree to get it together, and most importantly, we're gonna need Drew to get it together. But it's gonna take counsel for Drew to get it together because that man taking her down through there mentally. She don't know if she coming or going. But yeah, Miss Candy and Todd look like they're in a good space, so that's always a good thing. But I personally am ready to see next episode, hoping they'll show some clips of the play, so we can see Miss Candy in her element. I was shocked to know that her and Todd not doing plays. I guess because they had a bad run at it, I guess they stopped doing it. But we don't hear much about the old lady gang or nothing like that either. I guess because they got a spinoff. But yeah, I got to get down to ATL and see what's T with old lady gang. Because at the end of the day, everybody keep giving it bad reviews. That's why I got to get down there and see. I am the type of person I give anybody a chance, but just because somebody say something don't make it true. I hoping I won't have a bad experience, and most importantly, I want to taste some fried eggs that they got. They look so good. But yeah, you guys, this episode here was giving, and most importantly, everybody understood the assignment. Miss Kenya was throwing shade, but she didn't throw the whole tree like she normally do. She basically was letting the new lady know that that's typical Drew, and they don't need to get your panties in a bunch. But I appreciate everybody, and most importantly, I appreciate the fact that they can actually, agree to disagree. They ain't no arguing and fighting over there, so it is what it is over here. They gonna bring the drama if nothing else. But this season is not giving what last season gave. It is what it is. I'm the type of person. I guess I have to give that opinion regardless. And the main reason why I base it on that opinion is because I personally was mad because of how they not only how they did Nene, but the fact that they made it hard for Nene to come back even if she wanted to. And they gotta understand Nene should be giving her props because she not only is an OG, but she has brought Bravo a lot of ratings. But we're not gonna worry about that. We're not gonna elaborate on that. A whole different conversation. But personally, you guys, I think they owe Miss Nene a feature of nothing else. Bring her back over there so we can get the tea. But if she's smart, she will go to another network and she can get her whole show. But that's neither here nor there. We'll slide off of them. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with the channel. Everybody's new. I appreciate you. Everybody says an OG. I hope you guys will continue to watch the channel, support your girl. I have 2 other videos that I upload. I hope you guys will go over there and watch. And I will be back with another one. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye now.